We'll find out, won't we? Here to tell us more, it is Harry Judd and his mum, Emma.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you OK?
Yeah. Oops. Nice to see you. OK, you're all right on the stool?
We're good.
Oh, yes.
We're good.
That's the worst bit over now, Emma.
Yeah.
Get off the stool. We're here. So, that was interesting. You're saying, I think I'll be in control.
Yes.
Well, who was in control? But it was your mum.
No, it was me.
Was it?
Yeah, it was me. It was me. I think we were quite a good duo, weren't we?
Oh,
good,
definitely.
Yeah, good pairing. I think we knew early on how it was going to work, and
But it looks so difficult.
it is. It really is. It's hard to sort of complain about it because obviously it's an amazing opportunity to travel across the world, race across the world. But it is. It does
But you
come
can't
with it.
fly, can you?
No
You have
flying. You have your mobile phone taken from you, your wallet taken from you, no internet access, no flying. You just get given cash and you get given a destination.
But Emma, why on earth did you say yes? Well, if my son came to me and went, Mum, there's this idea for this show to do with me, no cash, no phone, can't fly, I would be going, well, off you go, have a lovely time.
I
did
don't
say yes.
believe you. Of course you'd say yes.
Do you
Of course
think?
you
I don't.
would.
Oh,
I don't think she would.
No, I don't think I would.
Well, for me, two, the main reason, a month with your son. What's not to like? You know, you've got to...
Yeah.
But a tough month. I mean, there must have been times when you had the bickering got a bit...
No, we didn't bicker. We
No.
don't bicker. No, we've always... Oh, well, him.
We used to argue a little bit when I was younger, but I think over time we've learned to communicate better and we didn't have one argument. I rung my mum and said, you know the show, Race Across the World, how do you fancy doing it with me? And she immediately was like, sounds amazing, I'm in. Like, no question.
But you'd always wanted to travel when you were younger, hadn't you?
Yeah. So I've never had the opportunity to. I was very lucky in that my life has been... I've been a nurse and then I'm married and had children. What's not to like? And... but then life's gone on like that, and I thought the one thing I've missed is that I haven't travelled much, so...
But there's travelling and then there's not having your phone. You know.
I say Mum is such a positive person. That's why I knew she'd be the best, partner for me because she's just sees the good in everything and she's just a very happy person and, I can be a bit more maybe like my dad, who I love, by the way. So to have her positive energy around it was very infectious and helped us through the harder time.
But I just think, what an opportunity, what I saw. And, OK, we had to go through a lot of hard times, but then isn't life hard, And then you get glorious moments, and that's just what this was like.
What was one of the hardest times?
I was just exhausted. It just
Really?
and I found it difficult kind of keep up, and I found it difficult being like a child, actually, trotting along behind it. The pace of things, because we don't realise that in our life that we have our little routines and we think, oh, we manage terribly well, but you're suddenly out of it and you don't know where you're going, what's going on. And I'm a bit of an airhead as well. Which is why I knew I had to rely on Harry. And so we know that about each other, don't we?
Exactly.
Yeah, so...
Mum didn't know where she was half the time, but she was having fun, and that was the important bit,
And with the looking back now, which is always much better, is the memories of the places we visited. Oh, God, amazing.
What was your favourite place?
Gosh, what do you know I could say about each place I really, really enjoyed? I think for me, the best experience was... And it's Krakow, isn't it?
Yeah, Krakow in Poland, yeah.
And talking to the rabbi there.
Yes.
And hearing him talking about the Jews, how they never look back, they always look forward, and how they're looking after the Ukrainian refugees. And I thought, yes, look forward, keep going. And that really was that moment, really.
Yeah.
Did you, at any point, run out of the money that they gave?
No, because if you run out of money on that show, you're out. They send you home.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
budget
I
as
thought
well.
that's work. So
No,
more
yes, so
money.
you have to budget, and then along the way, in between each checkpoint, you have to get a job or do an experience where you maybe have bed and board, so you don't have to spend money on where you stay. So we did jobs. We went and stayed with a beekeeper and his family. We mucked out horses. What else? We worked at a marble sculptor in the mountains in Italy.
We scrubbed that boat.
We scrubbed the floor of a boat. I mean, we slept on the floor of a boat. We slept on buses, on trains. We met so many people. We travelled through all these different cultures and incredible scenery.
Well, listen, it starts tomorrow night at BBC One, so you can see the adventures. Obviously, we're not going to ask how you did and things. We don't want to spoil it for people, but it does sound like an incredible adventure. But we did want to ask you, Emma, that Harry, you know, left home at 17 to go off and pursue, be in a band and pursue his musical passion. Very young. I mean, it's hard when your kids leave home anyway and go to uni, but to go off and travel the world and be in a band, how did you feel about that then?
Two emotions. One, I was proud that he wanted to go off and do it, because I thought that's what you're bringing your child up to do, isn't it? Be yourself, live your dream. But at the same time, completely gutted. Oh, my God. Oh, no, he's gone. And he's my youngest. He's my baby. Yeah. And sadly, my brother had died, was killed in a car crash, and I learnt from it, seeing my parents sort of suffer. And I thought, I'm never going to miss an opportunity with my children. And I've got Harry now to look forward to, his last year at school, and we got all these things, and suddenly, boom, it's taken away in a heartbeat.
But you didn't stop him?
No. We did. We tried.
You tried.
Well, we just tried to give advice, you know, which is, of course, they don't listen. But
that was the special thing about these travels we had. Some of my favourite moments would be like a 10-hour train journey where we just sat opposite each other, really delving into each other's lives and learning things about Mum that I didn't know. I knew some things, but really finding out the detail, and that was.
You see your parent as a person and not just Mum.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I must add, Mum bought a tapestry kit, which I thought, oh, yeah, whatever, Mum. I got completely hooked.
No.
Yes, because the first couple of days I was really struggling with sort of anxiety. I was missing my family, and I was very tearful. I think it was like the fourth day, and I went to see Mum, and she got out this tapestry kit, and next thing I knew, we were like, you know, and that was the saviour for me, because we would be on buses, trains, just stitching away, chatting, and it was a really therapeutic.
And not the fact you came home and taught your wife how to.
And now my wife's, I stitched her, you know, stocking, and now she's, so that I thank Mum for.
Well, listen, as I said, it sounds absolutely incredible. I wish we could talk about it more, but we have to go now. The Celebrity Race Across the World is on tomorrow night, BBC One at 9 o'clock. Thank you very much, Harry and Emma. Lovely to meet you.